So today we're focusing on Claressa Shields, because at this point it really feels like everything about her revolves around Papoose. Papoose has become her whole personality. He's her entire identity, her entire existence. She cannot stop talking about him or centering everything around him, and that's exactly why we're here. We're also going to get into this clip that the Neighborhood Talk posted. From what I understand, this clip originally came from Claressa Shields' Snapchat a few days ago. And there was actually another video I remember seeing on her Snapchat too, where she was bringing Papoose his plate of food. He was upstairs, tucked away in some back room, the whole situation. So before we break everything down and give our thoughts, we're going to start by watching this clip first, and then we're going to react to it.
Upstairs. Ain't that y'all joke? Oh, he's upstairs. Just brought him his food. And y'all talking shit, but guess what? Ain't nobody gonna ever make me stop talking about my man. That's what y'all think y'all gonna do. You're not gonna do it. Whenever I feel like saying Papoose's name, I'm gonna say his name.
Clark it.
Yep. Take a picture, a video, I'm gonna do it. You ain't stopping nothing up over here.
Mookie.
What? Oh no, y'all man. Oh. Hold on. Come on, I missed the joke. I know exactly what y'all joke was trying to say. But the joke was once again a lie. Look at him.
What really stands out to me about Claressa Shields is how hard she seems to be trying to convince everyone that this situation with Papoose is solid and legitimate. From the outside looking in, everything that's been shown so far makes it feel like he stepped in once he spotted an opportunity. And that opportunity is you. You're Claressa Shields, the lit Claressa Shields. That's the reality of it. But what's off-putting is the way she keeps putting Papoose front and center, almost forcing him in people's faces, like this is some kind of relationship people should admire, respect, or even aspire to have. For me, the bottom line in this entire Papoose situation is very simple. He is still legally married to Remy Ma. That fact alone changes everything. Another thing that's hard to ignore is that every time he's allegedly in New York City, he somehow ends up crossing paths with Remy Ma, yet it's never fully put out there online, likely because of how messy the situation really is. But let's be real, it clearly goes beyond a simple "we're just co-parenting" narrative. It doesn't look that clean. And I'll say this, I don't have any confirmed updates on whether the divorce has actually gone through or not. But if Remy Ma wanted to stop the divorce, she absolutely could. If she wanted to be petty and randomly start wearing her wedding ring again, she could do that too. That option is always there. Now, if the rumors are true that Papoose got his hands on an $8 million deal and allegedly received around $1.6 million from it, and if it's also true that he's planning to keep this whole situation going until certain tax issues or debts are handled, only to eventually run back to Remy, then this would be one of the most blatant examples of playing in people's faces that we've seen in a long time. Just straight up disrespectful. I also don't know if a baby is going to come out of this situation with Claressa Shields, but what I do know is that she's doing the absolute most online to convince people that they should be jealous. Jealous of her and Papoose, like this is some kind of flex? Then you've got the friend in the background hyping her up, gassing her, cheering her on, like, period, this and that. No, absolutely not. Wait a minute, is this the same friend who was just asking the other day how Papoose likes his eggs cooked? Is that the same person hovering around in these videos? Because now I'm confused. What's really wild to me is how Claressa Shields can be upset in one moment about how people are talking about her online, but in the very next moment, she's actively feeding the internet with more content, more narratives, more fuel. She's operating under that mindset that any publicity is good publicity, whether she's being praised or dragged. And honestly, if Claressa Shields truly wanted people to stop talking about her, she would stop posting, she'd stop tweeting, she'd stop snapping. But she knows that the moment she goes quiet, someone else becomes the main topic, someone else becomes the headline, someone else becomes the focus. That's exactly why she keeps tweeting, keeps posting on Snapchat, and keeps pushing this Papoose situation in everyone's face. She knows it's wrong, she knows it's inappropriate, but she also knows it's going to land her on the blogs. She knows it'll make the shade room. She knows it'll make the neighborhood talk. And as long as she keeps putting this relationship on a pedestal, fully aware that Papoose is still legally married to Remy Ma, the attention will keep coming. Which brings us to the real elephant in the room. Are Papoose and Remy Ma still entangled in ways that go beyond simple co-parenting? Because that question hasn't been answered, and until it is, none of this looks clean. But honestly, with the way Claressa Shields is going this hard for Papoose, she really better hope this relationship never falls apart. She better hope Papoose never fully circles back to Remy Ma. She better hope this story actually has a fairy tale ending, where the divorce with Remy Ma gets finalized, she and Papoose end up married, and they go on to have children together. Because the way things look right now, there's a serious disconnect that Claressa Shields just refuses to acknowledge or see clearly. The truth of the matter is, she does not need this relationship. She doesn't need Papoose to elevate her career, to take her to the next level, or to push her into new spaces. She's already accomplished. Yet she keeps talking about being blackballed and missing opportunities, while conveniently leaving out how she's treated certain people along the way. In particular, Layla Ali. You can't just move through life treating people however you want, whether it's Layla Ali, Remy Ma, or even the woman who was supposed to receive help through that toy drive situation involving her kids, and then act shocked when there's backlash or consequences. Actions come with reactions. That's why this whole situation feels strange, unsettling, and honestly bizarre. What really throws me off is how Claressa Shields is hyping Papoose up like he's some elite prize, like she landed Boris Kojo, like she secured Morris Chestnut, like she pulled Idris Elba, you know what I'm saying? Like she locked down one of those men who always end up on most beautiful lists, men people fantasize about, men women say if he were single, if I had a chance, I'd love to be with him. But instead, we're talking about Papoose, and she's presenting him like he's a major power player, like he's a rap mogul, like he's moving with 50 Cent money, like he's got Fat Joe money, like he's operating on Jay-Z money, like he's sitting on Kendrick Lamar money. And that's where it gets weird, because the math simply is not mathin'. Papoose needed Remy Ma to elevate himself, and now, whether people want to admit it or not, he needs you to elevate himself. But Claressa doesn't see it that way. She thinks this is a flex. She thinks women are lining up, breaking down doors to be with Papoose. And the reality is, some women would get with Papoose for one reason only: to throw it in your face, Claressa Shields. Not because he's some grand prize, but because they want to be messy, shady, and stir the pot where you're concerned. What's being missed here is the bigger picture, and that picture is filled with red flags. From Papoose still being legally married to Remy Ma, to whatever the real current nature of his relationship with Remy actually is, all while Claressa is doing the absolute most online. And it would almost make sense if Papoose was matching her energy, but he's not. He's nowhere near matching it. So instead, Claressa keeps turning the volume up herself, and it makes people uncomfortable because a lot of people watching this have lived life. They have experience. They have wisdom. They already know how this usually ends, and when it goes left, she's going to be the same person crashing out online, wondering how things went wrong. Right now, she's doing too much. She's trying way too hard to sell the public on the idea that this is some aspirational relationship, something people should admire or envy. And it just doesn't look like it's going to end well. That's just the reality of it. So there you have it. That's it. That's all. As Toto would say, finale es bonito. This is the end of the road, the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're alerted the moment I post new content on the channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you all again very soon.